Good day, folks. Welcome to 406 Regen. By the time I got home last night, my brother and uncle had already moved the cow, so I didn't get the third move in. They said the cows followed the sheep right out and just went to grazing. The bale they unrolled for them. So that was the third day. Later today here, I'm going to move them again. As you can tell, the strip has gotten quite narrower through here, and then we're going to kind of flip it that way and go down the field that way. It's a gorgeous day today. A little bit breezy, but I'm not going to complain as long as the wind don't pick up too much. So the sheep are kind of wanting breakfast already. They've kind of think they've done what they were going to do out here. So I just brought them up some water until I can get to move them. No one's here at the moment to help make sure that if the cows do decide to take off for the next county that we can catch them. So I highly doubt they will. They've been doing really good, and they've been doing really good. So I'm surprised at how fast they're actually catching on. Like I say, yesterday was the third day, and my brother and uncle said they just followed the sheep right out and put their heads down and started grazing what they unrolled. So I am, however, amazed how early these sheep are trying to shed off their winter fur. I mean, it's still fairly early. I mean, I know it's getting warmer here now, but it's still kind of early for them to be doing that. So the first book I'm reading in my things is the Greg Judy's No Risk Ranching. I don't have a set date of when I'm going to have my report out on it. I mean, if you will, I'm just reading it when I can here and doing it like that. If people want to, follow along. All these books, I mean, every one of these books I'm going to be reading is highly recommended to own or read or have an audio book. Just so it all helps improve the regen stuff, and they're all extremely good books. Some are a little more deep than others, require a little bit more critical thinking. Other ones they flow better because they're more of a story and they give you hope. So, I mean, it all depends on what you like reading and whatnot. I can tell you, as a guy that grew up kind of dreaming of wanting his own place and things, that hope to be able to afford a place when you live out here in rural country and you can't go get $200,000 a year job or something like that to be able to afford your own place. That hope's it's very minimal. But that's what's turned me on to the regen. Sorry about the wind. I'll get over here. That's what's turned me on about the regen stuff, is that it's very hope fulfilling. Well, in a sense, it's kind of like Dave Ramsey and getting out of debt and the freedom that brings. Now I know a lot, Dave Ramsey's kind of controversial, and people, they either like him or they don't, or think he's an idiot or whatever. But if you look at his outcome, he has a heck of a lot more money than I do, or most likely probably ever will. So if I can learn, whether you like a person or not, you can learn something from every single buddy out there. Whether you 100% disagree with 99.9% of the stuff they have to say, you can always learn something. Whether it's learn what not to do or what to do or anything like that, you can always learn something to do on your place or your finances or in your life. So if you just got to be out there and be willing to learn and to look for it. I know, even 5 years ago, I wouldn't be watching some of the people I'm watching now on YouTube just because of the way we grew up and how green and kind of hippie some people seem, and growing up kind of in the ranchers, and your environment, you just kind of, that's just not the people you hang out with. It's it didn't apply to my life, so I didn't try to learn nothing from them. Now, and all the soil, trying to rebuild the soil and trying to figure out these animals and doing things the right way, and to improve it. I mean, I'm try to be open to everybody, just so I can try to learn something from everyone. If you learn 0.001% from something from everybody you encounter, or from everybody out there, you'll be a pretty wise person by the time you get older. So I'm glad this one, no, that's the black feather. Where is she? We had some trouble with one this winter. I don't know if she got her fur froze down to the ground or what. She lost a lot of her hide on her hips. There she is. You can't really tell. Oh, she's walking away. Oh, there you go. See how she's got no wool on that one hip right there? I was quite concerned that actually no hair would grow back. I wasn't sure. But after we caught her and stuff, she's more timid around people. But you can tell right there on her hip that. Well, you can't now, but on her hip you can tell there's no wool. It's all bare. But the hairs came in really nice, so I think she's gonna be doing okay. But like I said, try to learn something from everybody you meet, encounter, or come across on YouTube, whether you think nothing they have to say applies to you. If you're open-minded and you try to learn something, you will. If you're, closed-minded and you don't want to learn nothing or don't want to hear something, a person could tell you the key to the Golden City and hand it to you. But if you weren't willing to have an open mind and to think about it, you'd throw it away. So always be trying to open to new things. So, first book, Greg Judy's No Risk Ranching. It's the one I'm reading right now. I'm about 5 chapters into it. If you have it, it's always good to reread books. If you got time or you have it, just do an update on it. And I'll be doing a report on that sometime between now and the end of the month. Like I said, I don't have any set days on that. I'm just trying to get by just like everybody else here. But so yes, they will be getting their 4th move here today, and most likely I'll record that. I know it's probably getting a little boring to always have, my videos moving the sheep or whatnot, but it's kind of what we're doing at the moment. Now, as you can see, it's gotten a little bit warmer. I'm getting a little bit more trucking videos in. That really doesn't apply to the regen stuff. I know. I'm trying to. It's also it's my life. It's what I got. It's what I got to do. And when I'm out in the truck, for 2 days, that's what I got for content to put out. So I try to make it applicable to that. This summer I got a lot of projects coming up, which is giving me some mechanical stuff, and I understand everybody, not everybody's gonna want to watch how to kind of restore an old cab over or polish truck wheels or stuff like that. I completely understand that. That will be somewhat on my channel. I'm gonna try to keep some of the mechanical stuff down. So it's not just gonna turn into a mechanical channel, because I'm not a mechanic. My brother, but however, I am the gopher to get all the tools. So there will be quite a bit here and there. There's always gonna be some with the sheep, the lambing. When that pops up, you can have quite a few videos on the lambing. I'm hoping. Like I said, we got 3 more meat steers we got to pick up, so that'll be fun. Getting them trained to all this, and fence building. I got to build fence. So that'll be on here, and building up the homestead, if you will, the fences. So my channel is going to be a variety of things, I know. But like I said, I'm trying to learn, also try to teach and put things out there, because sometimes a person will learn better from someone that's only one step ahead of them than if they're listening to somebody that's 50 steps ahead. You almost start thinking that, well, they can't really relate no more because it's been so long since they've done it. Whereas if you get someone that just gone through it last week, you know, it'll help out quite a bit. So, alright, folks, I reckon that'll kind of do it for now. Catch you in the next one.